Hey boo, I'm just leaving work, about to hop on the train and head home to film season 2 of Dish with Tashaè. I'll call you when I'm done, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Dish with Tashaè. Today joining me, I have the beautiful Tata Milan.
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to get to the dish with you after we have a really good dish. Actually, while we have a good dish.
Okay, that works.
Right. So Tata is a dancer. She does Reiki, and she's also a doula, which is very inspiring. Like, I'm excited to talk about that. But before we get into that, let's talk about this meal that we have prepared in front of us that I'm so excited for.
It looks yummy.
Are you hungry? I hope you came hungry.
I'm starving.
Okay, good.
I know someone shouldn't say that, but I am.
I came with the dish, so don't worry about it.
Okay, perfect.
You want the dish with Tashaè, I got you covered.
Okay, good. I know you love a good meal, so I trust everything that's on this table is delish.
Right. So today's dish, Tata has a seafood hot plate, which is full of shrimp, mussels, squid. She has some white rice to go with it, but she has options. We brought her some options. Dish with Tash, we like options. We also have some shrimp pad thai. We have some shrimp fried rice. I have some tom yum branzino and some fried rice, and I'm ready to get down.
Same.
Before we get to the dish, let's try the dish.
Okay.
Let's try the dish.
I'm into it.
I'm gonna try some of this
yummy.
fried rice.
That's a given.
Good.
Perfect. I'm like a sauce girl, so.
Are you? Good, I'm glad.
And yeah, this was worth the wait. Okay, because I did not eat because I knew I was gonna have the dish with Tashaè.
Okay.
So I'm like,
I love that.
I held out.
We gotta do.
Let me scoop this a little closer. I feel like it's a little. Bring it in. It is.
I'm gonna try this branzino next because it's just looking at me like.
This has like a little kick.
Can I try some of this with your sauce?
Please do. The sauce is yummy. It's very good. Right?
That sauce is good.
A little sweet, a little spice. Who don't like that?
I may have to ask you to pour me some.
Right?
This is really good. So, I'm so excited to have you here. I wanted to talk about you being a doula. So, can you explain to people who may not know what a doula is and what's your position at work and what do you do?
I'd love to. Get this down.
I'm having a little drink.
What a birth doula is, well, I'm a birth geek, so this is like one of my favorite subjects to talk about.
Birth geek?
A birth geek.
I'm excited too because when I was younger, when I was like 5 years old, I remember telling my teacher I wanted to be an obstetrician.
Ooh.
And I only knew what that was because my mom worked in hospitals and she would bring me to work. And I would sneak away and go to where they hold the babies at, the nursery, right?
Yeah, L&D.
And I would see the babies and be like, oh my God, how did these babies get here?
Oh my gosh, in the nursery all nice and pretty and wrapped up. And
yes.
New, fresh.
And she would tell me, like, she would be like, well, the doctor helped bring the babies here. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So I was like, I would love to help bring a baby into this world. So that's how I learned like what an obstetrician was. And I went to college and I studied biology to be an obstetrician, but then I saw how many years I had to do, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. So I'm excited to talk to you about.
Literally, that's the deterrent for most people. I feel it's like back to school, med school at that. Like, no.
I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. So I mean, we discussed. I'm a dancer. I went to school for a dance degree, and I was able to tour, loved it, loved the life, the hotels, the planes, the free food, the getting paid to do what you love. It's like amazing. And then you get back to New York and you're like, oh my God, I gotta grind. Like I gotta grind to do this all the time. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. You go to school for something and then you're like, you feel like you have to do it forever.
Right.
And especially in the arts, I feel like it sucks the love out of it, kind of, you know? So I realized that for me, it's like, okay, dance is the love of my life, but the career of dance or the business of dance is really not what fuels me. I don't love it. So I was like, it's really a good time to take a look at what else you love. And I was like, always love babies and moms and mothers. And so I found out about doulas and I was like, oh my God, I don't have to go to med school to support women who are gonna have babies. Like this could be it.
Right.
And so when I went to training, my trainer was like, after your first birth, you'll know. Like you'll just know if this is for you. And literally after my first birth, I just knew.
Yeah.
And so what birth doulas are, we are emotional, informational, and physical support to women during pregnancy, during labor, and after. So I'm a birth doula. There are also postpartum doulas. There are also end-of-life doulas.
Y'all take insurance?
Yeah, so we're out there fighting to be able to accept insurance.
Really?
It's been a lengthy fight, but we're getting there.
Okay, good.
We are. So it's the love of my life, and
I love that.
Yeah, it is. It makes me really happy. It makes me like glow inside out. And so I know that it is like my purpose fulfilled. And
so is it only natural births or is it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So no, doula support, you do have some doulas that are like, I only want to do home births, or I only want to do supporting moms doing VBACs. Like they have specialties. Right. But for me, I think it's really up to the mom and what she chooses and then best supporting her in that choice. So if you were to find a doula, most of us are going to be like, hey, we support whatever your choice is. We're just going to help you navigate it in the best way possible. So I've done birthing center, hospital births, medicated, C-sections, unmedicated, labored at home, waited to the last second and went in. Some moms who are like, no, I want to be in the hospital now. So it really ranges. And what I've loved is that I've had first time moms, second time, third time moms. So the journey is different and unfolds beautifully every time.
You're there during the birth too, like when it's all happening. When
it's going down. Some people are like, are you there to catch the baby? And so they think of doulas and I'm like, well, we're not midwives. We're like non-medical care. But I'm there like coaching you through pushes. Like, girl, you breathing? I see you holding tense, reminding you of your power, encouraging you to stay the course, especially the course that you set up for yourself. I'm just there to remind you, like, you're that bitch.
How strong you are. And like,
I don't know if we could curse, but like, you're that girl.
And that you were literally made for this.
Yes,
like, you know?
yes. Like, there's nothing better than having a whole bunch of women like rooting you on. And not saying that men aren't doulas, but there's something with having that like divine femininity just like surrounding you at a time where you have to be your most divine feminine. So it's really cool. I love it.
I think that that's beautiful, and it's also important because, you know, in hospitals, you don't really get the care, especially being a black woman or like a woman of color. You don't really get the care that you would expect in hospitals a lot of times, and like a lot of black women even die during childbirth because they're neglected during pregnancy and with like complications, and they're not like cared for properly. So
exactly that.
To me, I think that it's beautiful that you are like a black woman of color, and you are really passionate about this. So we know that whoever goes to you is in good hands, you know, because you love what you do, and you're going to care for anyone, no matter who they are. Like, you know.
Yeah, I love us.
That's really admirable. Like, I admire that. That's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. As much as I give, I get back. Every birth, I'm just like, oh my God. I literally look at the baby and then I look at the mom. I'm like, you were just in there. Like, it's so cool. Birth is so cool. It's just like to welcome a new soul into the world is like, I'm honored.
That's honestly why I was like so obsessed with being an obstetrician as a kid, because I'm like, I want to help bring a life into this world. That's really beautiful, to really help someone bring like a whole new life and
seriously
this world, and to like help them nurture it, and like, you know, so that's beautiful.
Oh,
so
Tashaè the OB. You would have been great at it. I could see you all pretty walking in like, hey, I got you.
I feel like
what do you need? You would be great. You would be awesome.
I've been asking, I'm waiting for my next friend who's gonna be pregnant, because I'm like, I want to be in the emergency room. Okay, I want to see it all go down.
Right.
I want to see everything. So
seriously, I'm excited. I look forward to when it's my time as well, because I'm like, from what I can plan for now, I'm like, I want to do a home birth. I want all my homies there. I want them to like rotate in and out. Like when I'm in a certain stage, I'm gonna need this kind of energy.
That's
you know,
true.
First stage, you need someone to make you laugh. You need, like, you know, I need my fire sign. So you could be there.
Oh,
I need everyone like dancing. Then when I'm in second stage, things start to get a little crazy. I may need, you know, my earth signs. Just ground me, remind me that like I'm getting there and I'm strong. Okay. Then when I'm cursing people out, I need probably like my water signs. I feel like they can deal with a lot. You know, they're very malleable and they can take the punches and not take it personal. That's, you know. True. So yeah.
And what about the air signs?
And then my signs, I don't need them in the. I love us, but you guys can be my postpartum support. So I'll say that.
Air signs are good for conversation, especially Gemini. Geminis talk a lot. So.
That's true. That's true.
Air signs are good. Air signs are good for conversation.
Exactly. Bring me back to life.
Distraction or something.
I need my air signs when I'm a mom, and I need to be reminded of how hot I am.
Right.
How I will still be. So, you know, we're not forgetting them. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm sorry, Gemini. I'm sorry, Libra. Y'all that girl. Y'all can bring me back into the life that I once had, even though I'm a mom. So that's at least that's what I've done. My best friend is now a mom, and I try my best to like remind her of the her she was. I hope I'm doing a decent job, but it's tough. It's tough, you know.
You are.
You never know what a mom needs until like you have one close to you and you're like, oh wow, there's support like that you need that goes outside of just grabbing baby. So it's cool. This food is busting though.
It is.
I definitely need to keep going.
I keep getting distracted. I'm like, what's the next question?
It's yummy. What's the next question? Do you want to be a mom? That's my question. Have you thought about it? No pressure. This is a safe space.
I mean, I feel a little pressure.
I'm sorry. I'm like, a mom tomorrow, next year? No.
Honestly, I do want to be a mom. I feel like I'd be a great mom.
I think so too.
I feel like I would raise superhumans.
Okay, what do you mean by Tashaè? I mean, please, we need superhumans, especially at the state of the world now, but you about to birth them, you about to bring them Earthside? What's going on? How?
Superman, no. I feel like I've just taken the time to learn a lot about myself, you know, and I feel like I would do a great job at guiding another human through life, you know. That's what I mean by that. But yeah, I feel like I would do a great job at guiding someone through life. So,
all it takes is intention.
Yeah.
And as long as we have that.
And helping them reach their highest potential and just doing their best, you know. But I do want to have a baby, and I know who I'm going to when I need a doula.
Period.
As long as y'all take my insurance, we lit.
Listen, as long as you listen to me, okay? Because that's one thing with doulas. I've had my mentor literally was like, girl, just don't take on your friends. You can give them help.
Really?
But yeah, because like, honestly, and this is a great thing for anyone who has a doula as a friend, as a very close friend at that too. Sometimes it's just like, you get so used to your friend giving you advice that it just feels like advice more, like versus someone literally like professionally guiding you. Right. So it's like, girl, like I hear you telling me to drink my raspberry leaf tea. You telling me to go for a walk, girl. Please.
No, I will listen to you.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
I will listen.
That's all I need to know. As long as it's you taking it and you applying it, then we're fine.
All right.
Those are my favorite clients.
So whenever I have a baby, you got only
hit me.
Win.
I know. I'll be a doula to the stars by then, but my favorite stars will be my friends.
Okay.
Because all of my friends will be stars. They're stars now. So it's like we're gonna be so big. It's
that's what the fuck
it's gonna be great. Exactly.
About.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, it's happening.
Okay. Let's get a little grubbing because
true.
I'm gonna try some of this pad thai.
Right. We didn't even touch none of that.
I'm gonna just scoop this over, champ. I can't get it.
This medley is doing a thing, so I haven't even branched out.
I know, I thought she was about to be busting down the mustards by now.
Right? I didn't even touch them. I'm like, this gravy, this rice. This gravy, this rice. The calamari.
Okay, so. Walk me through a day in the life of a doula from when you clock in to when you clock out. What do you do?
Man, girl.
When you first get to work.
Okay. Well, this is interesting because I don't want to let go of this calamari, y'all. So I'm gonna get it down.
No, go ahead. You know, I've only had fatty calamari.
Really?
Yeah, it's the texture.
So I'm gonna be here for it first.
It's the texture that throws me off, but if it's wrapped in like fried stuff, whatever, fried flour, I can do it. I've never tried it like that. But today I'm a little brave. So
I was gonna say, and I love being there for cherry pops. Okay, so please try it because I want an honest review.
I'm gonna go a little piece.
Okay, I think that's a baby one. I think go for it. Go for it.
All right.
You're brave. It's a trash drum roll, but you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, Tashaè, your face. Yo, let me get a sip of this wine, girl. Why would you give it up like that?
Yeah.
What don't you like about it?
It's the texture.
It's the bounce back.
Why would you say bounce back?
Because don't it though?
Like it's in my mouth fighting or something.
It's the chew. I mean, it's like a trampoline or like a rubber band.
You know what? I'm
sorry. I'm so sorry. She said, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't.
No shade to calamari because we know she's that girl, okay?
No. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. But yes, a day in the life of a doula. So this is kind of tough because our journey is like during pregnancy. So sometimes we're not doing anything but like registering you for prenatal courses or things like that. But if I could say a day of like when there's tons of things at the start, it's like me going on my site, looking through analytics, responding to emails of women reaching out like, hey, I'm pregnant, you free, girl? Hey, I'm pregnant, you sure you available even though it's July 4th? I've had Christmas babies, okay? So there are days that it's just like most people are like, I'm so sorry I went into labor now. You're like, girl, there's nothing better than welcoming a baby on a special day. On Christmas. It's really sweet.
Please, I'm about to cry.
Please? Okay, Tashaè, get it out.
No,
you good? You good? Okay. So it's reaching out to those mamas, letting them know what my availability is, and then you'll have probably a prenatal visit. So that's me going to my client's house, going over some birthing ball exercises, checking in on them, giving them some techniques for better sleep, reviewing their birth plan with them, all that good stuff that goes into planning efficiently, I'd say, for your birth. Because, you know, some people, they put more into like buying a car or like looking up what car they should have, what radio, not me showing my age. But like what new technology they should buy.
Radios and cars?
Well, cars, yes, but radios, girl, I tried it. But okay. But no, I'm saying like all this new technology, like we're looking like, is the 13 better than the 14? Is it this? But no one's really like, not no one, but a lot of people are missing the opportunity to do research about their births and what they want it to look like and studying that. People are like, oh, that just happened. Like, I'll get pregnant, I'll shoot the baby out. And it's like, girl, but there is some training that goes into it for you to have the birth that you want.
Right.
So I'll meet with them. And then usually at 3 a.m., 5 a.m., I'll get the call like, Tata, I'm feeling something. Because it never happens during the day. I've never been out and then a mom calls me like, girl, I'm getting contractions. It's usually while I'm
middle of the night.
Dead sleep, okay? They got woken up out of their sleep. Tata, something's happening. We're timing them. So it's just me coaching them on the phone until they're in active labor.
Right.
And then I go and meet them at their house. And there's usually like dim lights. You know, I set up my little electric candles, my diffuser. We're doing comfort measures. And so my sleep is out the window from there. Like, there's no more sleeping for me. Now, like, my energy is like intertwined with that mom, as it is usually like days leading up to her birth, because the hormones like are just swirling. So you locked in
24 hours. You're like on.
Girl, yes.
Really?
Yeah, so like you can't drink. Like, not you can't drink, but you have to be very conscious of like how much of your intake of anything is, like what food I'm eating.
I definitely couldn't have that job,
some days I'm like, why did I take it on this day? But it is what it is. So when my moms give birth early, I'm like, ooh, yes, that freed up another 2 weeks. Baby's here, I can go back to just enjoying myself. So yes, once I arrive to their house, it's just me and the partner or whichever other support person they have, working together to make sure that mom feels comfortable and safe and just at peace and in her own zone. We protect.
And this is whether you're in a hospital or if you're having it like an at-home natural birth center or something.
Yes, I encourage all my mamas to labor at home for as long as possible.
Right.
So that keeps, it's great because like you control the environment. You can have whatever music you want, whatever smells you want, whatever energy you want in that space. It's a lot harder to establish that once you move your environment to a place that you really don't have much control over. Not saying you can't. That's what doulas are really working towards, is when we get to the hospital to make sure that like what you want is honored, advocating for you. But it's bright lights, there's a lot of beeping noises, there's a lot of people coming in and out. You can't really control that.
And you're there during the birthing and everything.
All of that, all the way to I see baby's hair like, mama. All of that, like I see the throwing up, I see the I can't do this, I see the shakes and quakes, I see the sometimes, you know, moms hate this part, but like a little bit of the poop coming out. But it's like at that point you're just so ready to meet your little one.
Is there always poop coming out?
No, there isn't. But moms, for some reason, that's like the hot take. Everyone's just like, I don't want to poop. I really don't want to poop, or I don't want to tear, which is valid, you know? So we work to make sure that we educate you so that you know how to either like avoid or do your best to curb those things that you say you don't want.
Right.
But excuse me, every birth is different. Okay. So sometimes your baby determines what kind of birth. I had a client who was so ready to use every tool. Like, I've been walking, I've drank my okra water, I've had red raspberry tea. Like literally, she did everything, yo. And she was so ready for like us to have our moment. And by the time she called me, I was like, okay, call me back in an hour or two. Let's make sure this is really happening, because sometimes Braxton Hicks, you know, training, contractions are coming. So she calls me back like 30 minutes, like, no girl, it's happening. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming to meet you then. And then her husband calls back 30 minutes later, like, we're on our way to the hospital. I'm like, oh my God, my bag is packed, but like, so, and now they're not even going to their original hospital. They're going to the hospital that's closest, because literally by the time I got to meet them, I saw her baby's head coming out. And I've had women who have been in labor with me for 3 days. So like, it really depends. Like your baby.
Sounds like a nightmare.
I know. It's not ideal, but after you do something like that, like you're superhuman. You know, it's like you meet your biggest challenge, and to watch women conquer that is like, it's awesome.
That's true, because
it's so awesome.
Childbirth looks traumatic.
We are gods on earth. Like, no one else gives life but us, bro. Period.
Say it again.
Okay, so I'm here to remind all my mamas to be, and mamas that are, that they are gods. Like, I love it. It's like, it is how I pay back my life to like those who have given us life. Like, shout out to all the mamas out there. I love y'all. Seriously. So yeah, that's a day in the life of a doula. It's just, you never know. Unexpected, but beautiful.
You know, I remember you talking about you like getting into this and like first starting off. So I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm so inspired, and I love that we get to sit here today and talk about this. You're amazing, and I am less nervous about having my vagina ripped open, because I know that I'll have you there supporting me.
Right. So. We'll make sure it doesn't rip. Right. She may stretch a bit, but that's to be expected. Yeah. But we'll do our best to keep you from ripping. Okay, your baby will be a nice size. Okay, you will be fine. You'll do all the stretches and stuff. You'll be good.
The first one will determine if I'll have another one, because I'm not putting myself through torture more than one.
So seriously, moms are like, never again. The moment they hold them, they're like, baby number 2. I'm like, girl, But yeah, it's that. You know, one of my favorite fun facts about birth is that the rush of hormones, the oxytocin, which is the love hormone, that you feel is the highest it'll ever be in your life when you give birth, both you and your baby. It's so cool. Like, that's why moms are crying. It's to help bond you two. And you'll never experience that, like, because oxytocin is produced mainly during like love making and things like that. But you'll never achieve that while love making, unlike birthing your baby. It's sweet. I see the tears. I see the tears. And I love that for you.
That is so beautiful.
Isn't it?
That means I'm going to be a mess if I have a
That's true. But I know, Tashi, you're going to do great though.
No, but I'm excited.
I'm going to cry with you then.
I'm excited.
I always get a well of tears. I think there's only been 2 births that have like actually got like tears out. Sometimes you try to remain professional, like I'm happy for you, but I'm not like in it.
Right.
But sometimes you just can't help it.
Right.
When you've seen them overcome so much, you're like, oh my God, girl, I know that was a lot. I'm pushing with you.
Right.
It's so cool. You're gonna do great. Whenever your time is, you're gonna be amazing.
I think so too.
No. What aren't you great at, right? Am I right or am I right?
There's lots of things. No.
Yo.
No, but I know that you haven't had a baby yet. But I've heard that labor contractions are kind of like really bad cramps, right? That's what they say. They're like really bad cramps. Is that what you've heard?
The best thing I've heard is as of late, one of my clients was like, it feels like I'm being torn in half.
What?
Like in that area. She was like, not only is there a bowling ball trying to come out, it feels like a really hard poop. That's what excuse me, I know we're eating, but it's birth, so it's natural. But she felt like she was literally being split in half.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what?
Another person said that it felt like being stabbed.
Snapped?
Stabbed.
Okay.
In the womb.
Okay.
So, and then you have moms who like laugh through pushing. You have moms who like,
interesting.
There are also these things called orgasmic births. So there are mom who like orgasm during their birth.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Your mind can do anything. We know that. So it's like if you have trained your body to feel the pain and then like auto-correct it into pleasure, you can do that.
Okay. That's cool.
So yeah, there are women in there like breathing their babies out. It's really cool. I had one client, like her whole birth, she just like traced her face. That's it. And that was like her grounding point. Every mom finds like a rhythm for themselves. So.
I do want to ask the assistant really quick, because my cousin.
She has an assistant.
She's had 2 kids, 3 kids. So are labor contractions like really bad cramps? How would you explain?
Yes, I'm so invested in hearing this as well. Please.
When I felt my contractions, I screamed. So
What kind of scream? Like,
right.
"Ah!" Or like a screaming for your life, or like a little pinch? Like,
Oh, not for your life, but that's
it definitely was not a pinch, and it wasn't for my life.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
kinda like,
in the medium.
no, a little closer to for my life.
Okay.
higher up on the spectrum.
But it felt for me. It felt like really bad cramps, like extremely bad cramps.
Do you get bad cramps normally or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so your tolerance was already somewhat
Yeah.
up there.
Okay.
What about the pushing stage? Do you remember like the?
Well, because I couldn't push, I had to do C-section.
Okay.
The pushing, the first one when I did the pushing, it wasn't too bad, but a whole bunch of machines and stuff started going over, we had to rush to the OR.
Okay.
To, do this cutting.
Oh damn.
So I couldn't push out, so I did not experience that.
Okay, that's okay.
At all?
at all.
For all three?
All three.
Oh wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
only C-sections? Oh, interesting.
That's beautiful. But you labored. You did all that hard work to get up to
And I
that.
stayed home.
Oh wow, see?
I said, look, we're not ready yet. I
Yeah.
had an appointment that day too. Took my time and I walked.
To the hot. See, look, you got a seasoned coach right here, okay? So when it's your time, you got somebody like sit yourself. Seriously, because first time moms are like, are you sure? I'm like, I know, like,
I watch videos too.
okay.
Because when I watched videos about, birth and labor and stuff. They have you walk around the hospital. I can walk to the hospital.
Yeah.
And by the time I get there, like, oh, you're in labor. Oh, I knew that.
I'm good. We're fine. Just having a baby. I'm not sick.
I've heard of people like in labor at their baby shower. They didn't want to leave, so they just stayed while they're in labor.
Yeah.
Oh my
Moms
God.
be at work, like fully still working. Like, I know this is early labor, but so it's really just
That's
like how you feel about it. How are you scared of birth? Are you like that fear mentality in everything we do in life, we know goes a long way. Like, or are you empowered? Are you encouraged? So like as doulas, that's our biggest job, is just to make sure that you resonate in that headspace.
Right.
Because that's what's ultimately gonna lead you to like just boop.
That's true.
My baby's here. No matter how long, it's just like I did it.
I'm trying to have a
Boop kind of birth.
My baby. Baby.
Those births are our favorite because then we are in and we're out.
That's true.
We did all the pre-training, but like we love it when moms are able to have a quick labor because you already did all the hard work of nursing them and bringing them to the size they are for months. Like you've been a mom all that time. Now it's just the hardest part before the hardest part
Right.
of getting them here. So it's so cool.
That's exciting.
I bust this food down. I know that.
I wanted to see you bust down the muscles, but you ain't even.
I did. I had one.
Okay.
You know what? I have a weird thing about the size of muscles.
You gotta do it for the mukbang fans who love to see the.
Okay, we could do a few slips.
I wish I had crab legs.
Maybe that could be the outtake. The leaving out.
I'll try a muscle.
Yeah, try it. Go for it. Girl. And when they start looking like baby vaginas, I can't do it.
I know.
Sometimes I like the little baby ones. The baby. That sounds crazy to say. So you know what I mean. But I don't like them looking like this.
Okay.
But people love them. Like they're juicy. They're meaty. I'm like, oh no. Kind of how you felt about that calamari, girl. Now you don't want it.
But that makes sense because you eat them though. So you don't like the big ones?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Size matters here for me.
Interesting.
I can't do
because they're
those.
aliens, that's why. But okay.
I like aliens.
All right.
I like aliens.
Okay, so my next question that I had for you was, what is your why? Like, what is your biggest motivation to doing what you do, to getting up and to tolerating those 3 a.m. phone calls that wake you up with anxiety because you're like, oh shit, I gotta get to blah blah blah, So what is your why?
That's a great question. My why, it's honestly like I support all moms, but Black women especially need unwavering support, especially in the hospital space. Where their wants, their desires, their needs are not being met.
Right.
I refuse to believe that we can't do anything about our moms going into hospitals, birthing babies, and not returning home with those babies. And that's happening more often than not. And no, that's unacceptable.
Right.
So I'm passionate enough because I feel like everyone should find out what they're passionate about and go for it. Like I think about the people who fight for like the earth and I'm like, I'm passionate, but I'm not that passionate. And I'm like, thank God for those people who are that passionate because like that's what you should be doing.
Right.
Are you super passionate about like sex trafficking and like everyone should find out what that thing is and do their damnedest to like fight for it. So this is my passion. And so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I'm protecting us because if not us, then who?
Then who? I love that.
So yeah, that's my why. And I would like that support when it's my turn. Okay? I want to be princess.
Listen.
I want to be a pregnant princess.
Listen, when you need fire sign energy, you know who to call.
I will, okay?
You
when
know
it's time
who
to
to
sue or somebody to run up in the hospital, I got
know who
you.
to call.
I do. It's definitely, and it's Aries season, okay? Y'all the ones.
We are.
For sure. But yes, that's my why. For love. Leaving the world better than I found it.
That's beautiful. That's how I feel too. But
what's your passion?
When you have that passion for what you love, that's how you know you're like doing your purpose. Like that's what you came here to do. Mm-hmm. My passion, I have a passion for filmmaking overall.
Telling stories
that haven't been heard, stories that are like silenced, you know. Whether I'm in front of the camera or behind the camera, even though acting is my passion, like storytelling, I do want to create my own projects one day and tell my own stories. So I would say filmmaking and telling stories is my passion.
Her story. Okay, because we need it from the lens of us, like
right.
Seriously. So that's beautiful.
All right, next question. The last question I have before I guess that movie, and then we wrap it up. Okay, so my next question that I had was, what are the risks associated with your career, and what are the rewards?
There's enough on both. I would say the biggest risk would be that you're in a field that is very medically based, but you're not a medical professional. So you may be in a place where you know that this is malpractice, this is like just not what should be happening, but ethically in my role, there's not much I can do to step in. Like I can't see the doctors jabbing and jump in and be like, no, I can't. When that's happening, you want to. All I can do is bring my client's voice forward. So I try to do things like if I see something's happening that wasn't informed consent, then I'll be like, oh, is that what you're doing over there? Is this a thing? I try to bring awareness to it,
right? So
that my client can then know, like, oh, that's Tata's trying to put me on,
right? Let
me speak up. Or their partner, I'll go and speak with their partner, like, this is what's about to happen, and you about to clip it.
Which is helpful because a lot of people go into having babies and deliveries not knowing what's going on, what to expect, so they just go with the flow. The doctors can tell them anything,
right? Or
do anything, and they'll just
think that it's what's best because you go to seek this medical care and you're like, obviously you're looking out for my best interest, and then you find out like, oh no, this is just a ring of money, like just how to like run up my bank account. Oh, got it.
Exactly.
You know, there are a lot, and let me also say this, there are a lot of really great hospitals here in New York that are doing the work to get better, making sure that Black women are getting the care they need, women of color, indigenous women, but we have a long way to go. And are you eyeballing this medley over here? Would you like another bite?
I would like to try.
You should try it myself. But yes, so there are baby-friendly hospitals that are like really doing their best to make sure that the moms are supported. So that's the biggest risk. Like you're in a medical field, but you're not a medical professional. The biggest reward, which I feel like I have shared, but like to really drive it home.
This is so on brand because it looks like a vagina. And
I literally said it gives vagina.
Talking about
we're talking about vaginas.
And this muscle is so on brand.
It really is.
No,
the labia minora.
Is this like... This isn't X-rated, right? Because it's muscle.
It's a little. It's like food porn.
But it's giving...
Porn.
Vagina. Like vagina. Look, this could be the clit.
Let's say it in a very seductive way for the food.
Okay,
as you open it. Ready?
This muscle is giving vagina, and which is very on brand because we're talking about
vaginas.
And so if you open this, I don't know if you've ever seen a vagina, if you have or haven't, but these would be.
You will now.
What's this called?
The labia minora.
This would be the labia minora. There's two of them here, right? And then this little piece here, this little light skin piece right here, is given clitoris. So
has more nerve endings than the entire penis itself. So that's a really good fact.
Look at this. It's literally giving vagina.
It is. She's stroking it, and I'm sure someone at home is uncomfortable. But we're okay with that because this is education. And it's education with food. Give it a shot.
I'm not even
because that's why I won't eat it.
I'm not even a muscle person, but I'm gonna do it for Dishwitash. I'm gonna do it for the viewers. So
and I am gonna watch. Okay, both here and as a viewer. So
But
let's do this.
You eat this too? What is this?
Girl, you eat it. Why are you fingering the vagina, girl? Please
Wait, okay.
leave that vagina alone and just slurp it down like a normal person.
Okay.
You gotta like put it in and just bite it. No, all of it. Open up wide, Tosh. Go, go, go. Chew it. You got this. You like it, don't you? Maybe. How's it going, buddy?
You know what? The flavor isn't that bad. It's the fact that I know what it looks like that's freaking me out.
Yep, I'm telling you.
Okay, hold on. No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm telling you, the look is what throws you off, girl. That's why I don't do it. Get it out, sis. It's better you than me. It's better you than me. Okay, that's a no.
Why do people eat these?
Not the big ones.
What is wrong with you?
You gotta get the little peekaboo.
Why
And then you
would
just slip it down.
I'm sorry, you had to see that.
It's okay. You want to ball it up in my tissue?
Yes.
That might be a safe
Thank you.
space.
Lazy why she didn't want it.
Right. Seriously. She said, actually, I'm good off the vagina.
I'm good off the vagina muscles.
Right.
Indefinitely. I will never try that again.
We'll get her the little baby, the cute ones that everyone eats out at restaurants.
I'm sorry you guys.
We'll try again.
I'm sorry you guys had to see that. I'm really sorry. And whoever loves muscles, I'm sorry I disrespected you like that and wasted a muscle. Okay.
That was a sentence worth saying. Because there's a lot of muscle lovers, myself included, just not this kind of muscle, but it's fine.
Right.
But yeah, final thing, the
Reward.
The reward is seeing someone conquer something they thought they couldn't. That's it. Like, there's nothing better than watching a mom like, I can't. Like, I've had like distressed looks, girl, like, what am I doing? People fighting and throwing and grabbing and this. Like, it's such an uncontrollable, and like, to know that at some point they just have to make the choice to be like, I'm doing it. Like, there's no other way but to get this baby out. I'm here. The baby has one option, and that's to come out.
Right.
And so when they do it, like, I've had a mom that's like, wait, are they really here? And we're like, girl, he's here. She's like, no, wait, but really? And I'm like, girl, you did it. And then it's just like, oh my God, bro, like, I did it. So the reward is like making sure that as many women as possible are able to see themselves reach the top of a mountain that they that they was at the bottom at, like, girl, huh? And then they got there like, oh my God, it's cute over here.
Aww.
Yeah, and they didn't do it alone, but they did it for themselves, mainly by themselves, with the support of other people. But
that's beautiful.
Without them, they can't do it. So
that's beautiful.
That's the reward. It's just like reminding yourself, like, yo, I'm it.
Yeah, I'm here. There's no turning back now.
There's no turning back.
Okay,
your baby gotta come out.
Forward movements only. So.
Out. Okay. Either you're gonna get assistance with that, or you're gonna do it yourself. And I think you want to do it yourself.
That's true.
You carried. Yo, I hope the mic caught that. Friend. Woo!
I swallow hard.
Oh.
I haven't. People have been like, that's not attractive. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't.
I don't mind.
It.
I like hearing people choose certain things.
I gulp hard.
That's fine. It wasn't the gulping. It was at the speed at which you were gulping. The gulping itself is fine by me. I was just like, is it Sprite? I was just like, let me know if I should be. You inspired me to gulp, girl, and I am not a gulper. I'm just like, I should catch up. Okay. She's like, I was like, oh, she's still going.
Okay. So now it's time for Guess That Movie. And it's a game segment that I made up.
Okay.
We basically had to act out a famous one-liner from a classic movie or a popular movie, whatever it may be, and I'll have to guess what it is, and vice versa.
Okay.
So So, here we go with Guess That.
Wait, are you a huge movie fanatic?
I am.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're an actress, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't seen every movie there is, but you know.
Enough of them.
I've seen a few.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
So here we go with Guess That movie. Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. It's a competition, correct?
Yes.
I'm very competitive.
Are you?
I am.
People think I am because I'm an Aries and Aries are competitive, but I be chilling.
Yeah, I feel like you would be a good loser.
I'm a Capricorn.
Like, not used to losing, but...
I'm a Capricorn. I have a lot of Capricorn characteristics, so I be chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
all right. So you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay. Or I'll go first.
I'm going first. Tomorrow, first of the month, ain't nothing on the table. You ain't gotta worry about catching a dog. You gotta worry about a dog catching your ass.
Okay, give me the genre.
Comedy.
Is it Friday?
Yeah!
All right. You jump, I jump. Remember? I can't turn away without knowing you're right. You jump, I jump. Remember? I can't turn away without knowing you're right. Keyword, jump. What are we jumping to? You jump, I jump.
Okay, we're jumping.
This is like classic.
It's
not a black film.
I'm gonna say The Notebook, and I know there's no jumping off of anything in that movie.
No. Titanic.
Oh, duh. Oh, but that movie's so damn long, bro.
That is.
I haven't seen that movie for mad long, but it's a classic.
Yes.
Darn it. Okay, fine. Mom, are you sure this water is sanitary? It looks questionable to me.
That sounds familiar.
Mom, are you sure this water is sanitary? It looks questionable to me.
Give me a clue. We can.
It's Disney. Animated.
Animated. Mom.
Are you sure this?
Nemo? Finding Nemo?
Nope.
Oh damn.
What is it? Tarzan.
Oh, fuck.
It's Tantor where he like dips his toe in the pond.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
You have it, but you know the visual. Like
Right.
I feel like we know the clip.
Alright, bet.
Okay, bet.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
This is a Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Yay! That was easy.
Okay, perfect. Yay! Okay, we're 1 for 1. So this is so perfect. You don't even know, girl. Do you know you're 24 years old and you've never been south of 125th Street? Well, it's true. Well, you haven't. Let's say it again. Girl, do you know you're 24 and you've never been south of 125th Street? Well, you haven't.
Okay, give me a clue. Is it a black film or
It's
white?
a black film. And it has major stars in it.
Clearly a show based in New York City. And it's not animated.
Nope. This is also my favorite movie, by the way, which is why this is kind of crazy. The universe set this up.
Okay. Girl. You never been south of... What is it?
Girl, you know you're 24 and you've never been south of 125th Street? Well, you haven't.
Hey, give me another clue. Give me another clue.
Oh, we get mad clues now? No, it's not no. Another clue. I told you there's mad big stars in it. It's a heavy hitter.
There's so many movies with heavy
Okay,
hitters.
like multiple. And they're in the music business.
And it's a movie.
And it's a movie. And the stars starring in it are in the music business. You got this.
And it's like music artists.
Mm-hmm.
Is it old or like recent?
Oh, it's old. was so perfect.
I don't know why I'm saying this, but New Jack City.
That wasn't a bad guess, but it's The Wiz. Which is why it's crazy that you did The Wizard of Oz. That was on him talking to her in the kitchen like, girl.
God damn it.
I'm like, not south of 125th Street. Not 24 years old and never been there.
All right.
The plot could have been a bit different, but it's okay.
So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. And we're going to have to work at this every day. But I want to do that because I want you every day. I want all of you forever. You and me.
This ain't a black film. No, I know that, okay? I know that off rip. Okay. So, give me some hints now. Okay, cause whoa, okay. The way that landed, that wasn't us speaking. So, okay. Hit me.
It is a classic rom-com. And they're white. But you knew that.
We know that. So I'm gonna need some more hints, like the hints I gave you. Hit me with the one more.
And it came out a few years ago, so it's not recent. It's like an old classic. And it's obviously a conversation between two lovers. And
where is it based?
Where were they? Somewhere in the South.
Oh God. Okay. In the South. All right, say it again.
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at it every day. But I want that. Because I want you.
Did you hear that birth? Did everyone hear that birth?
I want you. Forever. Every day. You and me.
Darn it, I know this. Every day, you and me. Every day, you and me.
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I was gonna say 50 First Dates.
I love that movie.
Okay, thanks. But that's not the movie,
It's
clearly.
The Notebook.
It's my first guess?
Yes.
Oh, man. I knew it's like a loved one. I'm like, work at it every day. I'm like, her memory is trash. Maybe that's it. Okay, fine. Darn it. Okay, we're tied, so we need to do a fourth.
We are tied. A fourth?
Let's break it.
Okay.
Think of a good one, because I know you have to maybe come up. I have mine. Forget it, Frankie. I don't want your money. Now, if you want to kick my ass, just get it over with. Because I'm sick and tired of your shit. I need that money.
Not if you want to kick my ass, just get it over with. Is this?
You need it again?
Yes, go ahead.
Forget it. Frankie, I don't want your money. Now, if you want to kick my ass, then come on then. So I'm sick and tired of your shit. Now, I need that money.
This is good.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get you a man.
Give me somebody.
Okay.
Give me somebody. Anybody. Okay. Give me somebody, because I was born to be on the thing. Okay, what you thinking?
It's obviously a black film. Is it Players Club?
Nope.
So you can play that game? Baby boy?
No. I'm gonna give you a fourth one since you're jumping out the window.
Frankie. That name
I don't want your money. I gave you the character. Don't be cheating. Not tell me like I ain't gonna watch the exchange. I'm weak. Frankie, I don't want your money.
And it's a movie.
Now, if you want to kick my ass, then come on in. Because I'm sick and tired of your shit.
So she a crackhead or a prostitute?
She need that money, okay? I need that money.
Who is it? Because I don't know.
Girl, it set it off.
Oh my.
Yes. It's TT after they robbed the bank. And remember, Frankie was like, she ain't do nothing.
TT, damn.
TT said, you know what, Frankie, I'm sick of you. I know I ran, but I was in on it.
If you want to beat my ass, just do it.
Just do it, girl, because I need the money. Okay? Do what you got to do. Okay, what's yours? Do we have black rom-com now, though?
No, they're white. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Have you seen white rom-coms?
A few. Not by name, but go ahead.
Baby, I'm gonna treat you so nice. You're never gonna want to let go.
Again, it's white.
And she's in a tub.
You're never gonna want. Ooh.
Baby, I'm gonna treat you so nice.
I was gonna say
You're never gonna want to let go.
Pretty Woman.
Yes, it is pretty.
Yes!
Alright, so you won.
That's a good one.
Round of applause for Tata. Thank you so much.
Tried really hard.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
I hope the viewers, I hope you're feeling good because you deserve to feel good. I hope you were at the very least inspired, motivated, or entertained. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Cheers.